I always be seeing a lot of chatter about the Horizon Backstage. And usually it's because people are pissed off about whatever won the last vote, which, by the way, this week we did vote left for the 8C and the E55 AMG. Based on what I've seen, there is no doubt that that should win. But if you know, you know. We usually lose. I'm telling you, it's gotta be the people who do not pay attention to social media and just don't know any better. They don't know what they're voting for. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. It's Mr. President Stevio. It's been a while since we've talked about the Backstage. Like way too long, actually. So I just have a few suggestions. I always see people asking what should they spend their passes on. Well, I'm going to give you some variety here and share some of my favorite cars that are in the Backstage, and I checked in the auction house. These happen to be either empty or 20 mil, but I quickly want to remind you that cars are greater than credits. Don't make this about credits, flipping, or selling. Make this about spending your pass on cars that you'll actually enjoy. First up is the GMC Cyclone. Now, I feel like it's important to mention I'm not a truck enthusiast. So if I love the Cyclone, there's a good chance a lot of other people are also going to love the Cyclone. And as a bonus, we'll just throw the Typhoon in here too, because both of the GMCs are in the Backstage. And dude, let's just be honest. These are incredible, intimidating street trucks. If you don't know me by now, I love to build cars realistically. No engine swaps, no drivetrain swaps, and no Forza Aero. And part of the reason for that is I enjoy variety. Each car feeling different, sounding different. And for the Cyclone and Typhoon, there's just something about those stock 4-speed transmissions. Don't get it twisted, they feel slow as molasses, but they make these trucks feel unique. And sometimes you don't need optimal gear ratios to make really good builds. The Cyclone and Typhoon are both really good in C, B, and A classes. They can be used for street, which is where I prefer them, but also easily off-road as well. Very versatile trucks, great performance, they look awesome, and in my opinion, they're must-own. Oh, and by the way, if you needed any more reason to spend your Backstage Pass on these trucks, the Cyclone is empty. The Typhoon, 20 mil. Can't go wrong. But like I mentioned, I wanted to offer variety here. So next we're going to go rear-wheel drive. The Aston Martin DBS. I think this is the best Aston Martin in the game for A-Class. By the way, it sounds incredible. When it first released, the sounds were completely bugged or just didn't have the correct audio file or something. The car sounded like trash. But I believe within a month they updated the sounds and they just nailed it. It sounds so aggressive. Again, the car's performance is amazing. And it's empty in the auction house. I forget if it's the Colossus or the Goliath, but my fastest time on those tracks is with this car. Stock engine, rear-wheel drive, and of course, no Forza Aero. We appreciate cars too much around here. You ain't gonna see no ugly wangs. I got one more car on the list for you today, but just want to quick remind you to drop a like to support the video, especially if you want to see more videos like this one. Also drop a comment, tell me what are your favorite Backstage cars that you've purchased to this point. And also we did completely revamp our memberships on the channel. If you want to help support the community, definitely check those out. I'll have a link in a pinned comment. But our final car is the 2021 Audi RS7 Sportback. I did check, I couldn't believe it, but this is also empty in the auction house. It does sell for 20 mil, but remember, don't make this about credits. Make this about owning an awesome car. I don't think I need to tell you that this thing is absolutely beautiful. For some reason, the taillights just are mesmerizing. It's got that active aero spoiler, which is another reason you'll never see an ugly wang on any of my cars. But also, you can build this car for A-Class or S1 class. And yes, with a realistic build, it actually performs very well in both of the classes. I probably prefer it in A just because it's smoother, and I feel like that's kind of more where the car belongs. But if you like to play solo, or against unbeatable drivatars, or any of the higher difficulties, all of these cars that I mentioned here today are excellent options, and I'd be surprised if anyone was disappointed with them. Next video, I think we need to do an update on what cars to not waste your passes on, because there's a lot of them. So if you want to see that video, again, don't forget to drop a like. Make sure you subscribe and turn all notification bells on, because apparently nobody does that anymore. Imagine where this channel could be. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Happy holidays. Okay, bye.